walking among the wild mountains.
We felt that snowboarding as a genre is fairly new and has just kind of developed through the success of 1080 and Cold Waters. There's been a lot of really crummy titles that have followed it, and they all have a limited market appeal in general because they're very focused on the snowboarding culture. So by turning around and acknowledging that there's something inherently more generically popular about just arcade racing games, we tried to basically hybrid those two genres and really focus on the arcade experience for a snowboard-themed game.
Legendary beauty.
Snowboard Supercross is not just another snowboarding game. It takes us a long way from Cool Borders. This race is not as much about strategy as it is about survival. It is like a mosh pit.
The game itself has a really fresh aesthetic in the front end of the game, characters and the courses, as well as music. We're not just licensing a bunch of tracks. We decided to score the game rather than just throwing in pop songs. They brought together Mixmaster Mike, the world-renowned DJ from the Beastie Boys, and Rizel, who's a human beatboxer rapper with the group The Ribs.
Yo, quick to smash a few balls, call me Rudy Ray Moore, Petey Weed, Straw, McGraw, minus the quick draw. Fight dirty from Southern Girl of Southpaw, coming up short like 10 midgets in a brawl. Free fall for all, crash a mini bar, smack up all of y'all like a pinball. Withdraw, like some pins, withdraw, like some... Get carried away by U-Haul, a one step of the game like an outlaw. You might as well put my face on Mount Rushmore.
Tattoo my name on Zsa Zsa Gabor, do a double backflip, rodeo outdoor. Combo spaghetti that's with the coleslaw. A siege off for more is in the brochure. Super SX is like the Cold War going downhill. Watch for big balls.
One of the key aspects of this game is it's this super circuit. The idea is it travels all over the world. As you travel, you'll hear the course announcers speaking in the language of that particular course.
Hello, race fans. Gene Okerlund here, your host for today's Snowboard Supercross racing. And what a match we've got today.
Hallo Snowboard Racing Fans. Hier sind die aktuellsten News für euch, während wir die Sache ins Rollen bringen.
Nous allons assister à une fantastique course de Snowboard Supercross!
The key selling point here is this is really EA's first real international game where you can really get immersed in the language and the culture.
We've got up to 8 channels of animation going on in our game, which means that we can be drafting a head check to see who's behind you at the same time that we're shoving, at the same time that we're carving, and kind of on a, off balance. It's very organic. Each one of these characters has their riding style, so you have a completely different gameplay experience if you play as the freestyle rider than the alpine rider.
We've created 3 riding styles for the characters, so that translates into their motion and their stance while they're riding. So we've got freestyle, border cross, and alpine stances. And a freestyle is very squared up, very slouchy, very skating, like a skateboard type of stance. We've got a border cross stance, which is a little bit more coiled up and a little bit more spread out this way. And then we've got alpine stance, which is very angled and very compressed and coiled. provide the user with 8 different playing experiences as opposed to just 8 different looking characters. These fashion model templates. He's also a bit of a Black Widow hero. He's a very well-built Japanese rider, very technical and strong-willed. Jurgen, great big guy, but really gentle, really nice, but very physical. Hard to bump off his line. Moby, a cocky buzzsaw, indestructible type of character. Zoe, a bit of a wild mountain biking character. JP is a very cocky and arrogant character, but maybe a little bit insecure, so he doesn't like to mix it up too much. Carrie, a bubbly character. Max, a more sort of sullen middle American skateboarder. In terms of characterization, we've gone through and we've developed backgrounds and histories and attitudes for all these characters to give them a place to come from and give them an outlook that we can present. We have a couple of key vehicles for that. The primary one is scripted sequences, which are sequences that use the game engine, use a high-res model, a 5,000 polygon model with facial animation and sync audio.
Der Sieg gehört mir!
Si quelqu'un veut savoir comment faire pour gagner, c'est à moi qu'il faut demander.
俺は勝つために生まれてきたの。
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Look who's on top now, boys! Ooh, I'm good.
There seem to be lots of things about this game that are quite unique.